Ashwin Patil joining in for more on that. He's Senior Research Analyst at LKP Securities. Joining us on the phone line. Ashwin, very good morning to you. How are you assessing what we've seen with the auto companies, the OEMs? Let's start from there, the PV makers, with that flush of GST now chugging them along.
Absolutely. The Q3 numbers were ultra fabulous for the entire auto pack, I would say. And you take a name and that company has absolutely performed really, fantastically this quarter. All thanks to the government because of the GST 2.0 reforms that came in the month of September. After that, the entry car segment of Maruti or for the other players, that which was really, lackluster for about 1.5 years. That has seen a solid momentum and that has led to solid numbers for at least for the PV makers and also for the two-wheeler, makers. That segment has actually showed a lot of zeal. So I would say that, and you should talk about the CV makers. Ashwin has come out with a fabulous set of numbers yesterday, wherein they have given a very good, strong outlook also for the coming year. But on the other hand, we are a bit cautious because the second half of FY27 will be on a very high base, and that may, pull down the numbers up to some extent. But living in the present, I would say that fantastic numbers. Yeah, RM cost pressures are definitely there because of the PGM group, the platinum group metals, and the aluminum and copper are not allowing the margins to grow or the margins to enjoy as much as the top line is. So, that is one of the sort of concern for us. But otherwise, entire auto pack has been fantastically, putting a great set of numbers. They had a great Q3, bucking the overall trend. Yeah.
Right. Ashwin, the question is simple. Where within this bucket do valuations capture in the upsides and therefore you would not be a fresh buyer? I heard you say this about Ashok Leyland. So are the CV plays such, any of the other PV plays, two-wheeler plays, where is it that you would not be a buyer? Not because of the results, but because of the valuations?
Because of the valuations, I would say that maybe like Hyundai, something like Hyundai, I would not be really positive because both of the results as well as the valuations at this point in time, maybe like something like Bajaj Auto, I may not be really very gung-ho about because of both the results as well as valuations. But apart from that, you look at the valuations, they are like fantastic. And for most of the players, I mean, they are quite high, I would say rather. But TVS has been always been, valuing at a higher multiple as compared to Hero and Bajaj. But still TVS, because of its great set of numbers, we are still a buy on it. Coming to the passenger vehicles, yes, Maruti is looking good. Valuations are not that really very, very high because they have always been historically in that range. M&M is looking good because the valuations are not that really very high because we are adding the SOTP numbers as well. So the core multiples are not that really very, very high. But
what's your top call? What's your top call in let's say PV, CV, two-wheelers? Let's get one from each of the three segments.
Yeah, TVS in the two-wheeler space, TVS and Hero, I would say. And then within the PV makers, we are having Mahindra and Mahindra, and CVs, we are having Ashok Leyland.
Okay, so that's clear and direct. Thank you so much, Ashwin Patil, for joining us on your review of the auto sector.